Hmm? Okay. Minus watch. So this was going to the array and it was coming under the list also. Right? Hope something was similar, working for everyone. Save data. Save data is working. Next, we will implement the delete data. You can format little, no? Let's bring in the middle. You can bring that in the middle. College for offset to be right, it will come in the middle. New book file college 4 I have written. Offset 4 we can write. So it will come in the middle. Offset 4 if you write, it will come in the middle. Okay, today now come to the again CRUD delete part we need to apply. In CRUD component file, we can write a function called delete book. Delete book function. We have to give here book ID and alert the book ID. Book ID you can alert here. Okay, book written. After that, come down. Delete button we have. In delete button, we can call the delete book function. We can call the delete book function. On click here. On click equal to this dot delete book, and inside that you have to use a function called bind, and inside the bind two parameter is required. First parameter is this, and second parameter is your own parameter. So book.id we pass as a second parameter. Click write this and on click check once. Are you getting the alert? Hope the alert will come as you click on button. Alert is giving the ID. Book ID will come as an alert if you click on delete button. Book ID will come as an alert if you click on delete button. Book ID will come as an alert if you click on delete button. Now from React, we need to send a request to when new book is saved, then not go, not ID is coming automatically from the JSON server. ID is generating automatically from the JSON server. Okay. Okay. Now come to your delete book function. Under the delete book function, we have to write one URL, and that URL we need to send to the backend using delete method. Backend will capture your URL using delete method, and then it will delete from the database, delete from the JSON server, the JSON file. So for that, let's create the ID first. Sorry, URL first. This become your URL. This become your URL. Okay. In this URL, suppose if you write like this /6/5 book/5. So what will happen? Book number 5 will get deleted. If you write book/3, book array/ID, we have to pass the ID number in the last using the slash. So what will happen? The particular ID, if exists inside the JSON file, it will get deleted. So here we are getting already number under the book ID. That book ID you can append in the last here. You can append here plus book ID. We can append here. We can append here that book ID. Okay. Book/book ID. Now after that, come down below and you have to write one request to the backend this way. Delete delete, and in that you have to pass the URL. So URL will hold localhost :1234/book/book ID. Delete, there will pass the URL. Okay, hope ready. Next, after that, come down below, delete URL you are sending, then response, and finally here you have to delete this response line. If you want to create a message, you can create a message. So at this place, this line is over. Remove this line. Your book will get deleted from backend. Now to reload the list, you can call this function. You can call this function to reload the list. Calling to reload the list. Calling to reload the list. Check now, is it getting deleted? Excuse.delete, pass the URL inside, and after that, item should get delete and your page should get reload. Item should get delete and the page should get reload. So let us go here and check once it is getting deleted or not. Basic, Angular basic, I'll try to delete. This got deleted. One message should come here, like suppose I am deleting the HTML, message should come HTML deleted successfully. Message should come HTML deleted successfully. So for that, you can see here in your HTML, here under the delete book function, book ID we are receiving. After the book ID, we can receive one more parameter here. We can receive one more parameter here called name. And then we can write a set state at this place. We can write a this dot set state. Under the set state we can write, under the set state we can write message colon name plus deleted successfully. Deleted successfully. Hello. Yeah, hello. Info campus. Tell me. नाम बताइए. नीलिमा. ठीक है, वेट करो आप थोड़ा 10-15 मिनट. आपको दूसरा आदमी कॉल करेगा. Person call just call. Okay, so hope ready. Next, after that, name you are printing here, message variable you are using. Where is that? Message is defined anywhere in a state? It's not defined under the state. So we have to create a message variable here. Define a message variable. Okay. Next, after that, come down to the delete function. You can see book ID and name. Two parameter is coming. If you look down in the HTML portion, you are sending only one. You are sending only one. That is called book.id. You have to send one more, comma, book.name. Book.name. Okay, hope written. Now we need to display the message after total book. After total book, we have written a heading. Before table, you can print a paragraph. Before table, you can print a paragraph. Right inside the paragraph, this dot state dot message. Class name text hyphen danger. Class name text danger. Once you delete any item, it will display there. Hope you are able to see the message. HTML deleted successfully. You can go and add book. CSS. CSS added successfully. I go to the CRUD page. I couldn't find. CSS page will appear here. If you delete the SAP, it will say SAP deleted successfully. So saving, listing, and deleting you are able to do easily. Saving, listing, and deleting. Okay. So clear till here. If anyone asks you, display the list of item in the same component. Which component? See, you have created a page called new book. For new data purpose, you have a page called book list, right? This is for listing purpose. Clear or not? This is for the listing purpose. Listing purpose, we have current component, and for adding purpose, we have a new book component. Now, one question in front of you. Under the new book component, here in the last, can you display the list of books? Look like possible? That is a task. Okay, we are going to do now. You are going to do. Product page is separate. Sorry, the CRUD page is separate where data is coming. And the new is separate where data is coming. Now we want you to combine together the book saving part. Let's come here. Go to the new component. New book component. We are given 4, offset 4 we are given, remove offset. Now remaining is how much? 8. 4 column is already reserved. Now remaining column is 8. We want you to create a column called 8 under the right hand side and fetch the data from JSON server and display here. Only display, no delete. Delete we have separate file, let it be. Here I will create a division now. Class equal to call hyphen lg hyphen 8. Inside the 8, I will write here through h3 book list. Class name equal to text hyphen center, text hyphen info. What we are doing here in the 8, you need to display the list of data, book list in the tables. Created list is coming. Okay, some more people have replied. Anyone can send the code. Question was delete functionality should not come here. There should not be delete functionality in this. If you import the CRUD component, what will happen? Delete functionality will come or not? So delete functionality should not be here. According to question, answer should be according to question. So hope you are writing. Apply little thought how the list will get reload automatically. Think little more. After adding the data, how it will reload in the right side. If you are adding the data here in the left side, after adding message, you get the message you added. At the same time, this should get reload also, no? So do little, think little. So this is the condition here. Once you add here, the first you display the data in right side. After that, after adding, it should get reload. Try करो आप. Able to reload? Not able to reload? See, what is the function name? Function name is called get item. Get book, you have function name. After saving that, look at here. You are saving the item. Save, you have written. You did everything here. At last, after set state, you can call this function now. After set state, you can call here. This is for what purpose? To reload the list. To reload the list. Please save once. Hope everything is happening. We are able to save and list in the right hand side. Data after saving, hope it is listing in the right hand side. Getbook call was showing the error. You have some your own error. See, it will not give any error. Look at here. But in this file, see, to post the data, what we have follow XCOs only. It will not show error. Why it will show the error? We have not proper arranged. JavaScript. JavaScript. Next, after that, oh, sorry, I made some mistake here. Getbook function I have here. Getbook function I have here. Component did mount. Yes, okay. But why that getting reload? Save function is separate. Everything is separate. New book. And then after that, don't know why the right hand side is getting reload. Save. One book came here. Something I'll add. Something I add. Something I add. Click on save. It's coming in the right hand side. If you go to the CRUD page, you will show all the data. Come to the new book, shows all the data. So we are able to save also in the one file. We are able to list also in one file. Reload, why this is happening, that is not sure. See, when I type here, see what is happening. See that? Not happening for you? No, my system is little extra machine. Component did mount is here. Did mount will happen if the component get load. But here, when I'm typing, these functions are getting called. When the functions are getting called, it is not being binded, data binded. Okay, ready then? We'll work for the next functionality. These all examples are related to class. Okay, this all example you created, it is based on class. So what we'll do is this all the links, this all the link we will shift in the somewhere end of the page. This all the links we have, because again once you add the functional component, so many pages will come. So where to add all the pages will become congested. So this all the links will cut from top and will paste in the down. We'll create a footer component and we'll add there. So hold on, let me see the structure of app.js file. In app.js file, hash router we have, navigation we have on the top, then these routes we have in between. After that, hash router is ending. Last we can call the footer. No problem. Okay, so let's go ahead and create a new file. Give the file name called footer.js. Footer.js. Create a new file. Give the file name footer.js. 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 In footer.js, simple you can create a function. You can do the import of React. Import of React from write a constant footer come inside return a footer tag inside the footer. Again you can follow the division class name you don't need. Under the footer class name equal to p5 padding 5 text center, and after that border hyphen success, border hyphen top you can write, and border hyphen success, border hyphen top, border hyphen success. Then you have to import here the link tag also. Import link from React router DOM footer will be written. Now inside the footer you will keep a paragraph, footer of application, footer of application. footer of application. Now go to the app file. In app file, we have written header here. In header, we have so many links, correct? Multiple links we have. All the links we can copy from here. All the links we can copy from here, and we can paste under the footer file. One home you can leave there. Remaining you copy and paste under the footer file. And the class you are calling, this particular class, you can replace by M3. Replace by M3, 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 M3. All the places, replace the class by M3. 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 Hope you have written. Now after that, come to the app.js file. In app.js file, again import the footer. Import footer from where we have created the footer. In which folder is that? It is in src folder. /footer. Import footer from /footer. Now this all the links you have written there. You cut this all. Link is not required here. We will keep the navigation free to add the functional component. Keep home only one link. Remaining you can delete from there. Now footer you imported and you removed all the links. After doing that, after doing that, we can come in the last, and here we are calling the roots. After the roots, you can call the footer. Call the footer within the so hope you are clear. Now check now, footer is coming. Footer, okay, footer does not contain export. In footer I have not written export. Yeah. In footer file you have not written export default footer. Export default footer. Export default footer. Check now. Footer is in the last. So footer links are available here. We can click on that and we can see the pages what we have created earlier. Like that pages we don't want to miss. Reason is okay, CRUD is not coming for me. Okay, CRUD I have not removed the M3. M3. I should give this as a book list. Old files are also working, plus new files should also work. You saw that footer is here, header is on the top, data you have in between. In footer component, they are written here P5, correct? Padding 5 will apply. If you write empty 5, what will happen? From top 48 pixel gap will get applied. Sufficient space will be there. So from top also some space got apply. Okay, so this will be okay to manage. Whichever the component we open, every component will have some data. Footer will come in the last. Okay, cool. Go ahead next now. Working for everyone? You can say yes, no. Next, we have to understand the state management using functional component. The edit part we have not added in this. You can see the edit part we have not added here. Edit part, edit. Because in class component, edit is very difficult. You will forget a lot of concept itself. So we have a feature called use effect, use params. We have a feature called use params under the functional component. With the help of use params, you can pass the data from one page to other page easily. How we have done that function property we remember props. Here props, what was happening? In props, we were passing the data from one component to other component internally, not through the URL. Look at here, you came to the props directly and props is sending the data to child from parent, child is happening, so displaying. So that is not called as a use params. Use params is something like props slash 5. Suppose I give like this. Props slash 5 component slash some number. So in the last what you are passing, that's become as a parameter. Okay, it's called as a query string. So related to that, and React has given a new feature in hooks. That hooks name is called use params. Use params. With the help of use params, we can retrieve the data from one page to other page through the browser URL. Okay, so next after that we have a folder already, and the folder name we have created for hooks. Hooks folder you have in SRC. Under the hooks folder, create a file called hook1.js. 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 So go ahead then. In hooks file, we have to call here import react use state from React. In the class component, to maintain the state, to update the state, which function we have used? Which function? Set state. In the class component, to update the value of the state variable, we use the function name is set state. How we have created the variable? This dot state, and we have updated the value under the state with the help of this dot set state. Where in the class component. In functional component, we don't have function called set state. We have a function called use state. With the help of use state only, we can change the value of a state variable. We can update the value of a state variable. Okay. देखिए, write a function, simple function. Give the function name hook1, HOOKONE1. H should be capital. H should be capital. Hook1, H should be capital. You are going to write like this: a const hook1 equal to return division class name equal to container empty4. Write inside row column, print something hook1. Export default hook1. Please call this in routing and add it. Print the h1. H1 print the You guys are doing clear? Import to printer anything? We'll go to the app file. Import book one from book one, only as book one. And the related functionality in the beginning only. Book one I have added here. Book one I given. Book one is the path. What comes in that? Book one if I go, I should see the nothing is printing because we have not printed anything. Your page is loading. Go to the hook one. Follow the row column again. Class name equal to row. Class name call hyphen lg hyphen 12. H3 let use state Okay, ready? So we are going to understand the first function of hooks, that is called use state. The first function of hooks, that is called use state. Come inside the function and console.log use state is a function. So we are going to call here the use state and understand what is going to come in use state. Use state is ready. Now come to the browser and do the right click and select the inspect and go to console. Go to console. Clear your this one window and reload the page. After going to the console, reload your page. After going to console, you can reload your page. Reload the page. Then you can see this line is printing somewhere in console. We have printed inside our page console.log use state function. So look at here in the browser use state is printing here. Use state is printing here. This use state says here is the function. See, after going to the console, you clear everything. You will have kind of shutdown button here. Click on that, all will get clear. Then go to some other component and come back again to the same component. Come back to the same component again. You will find the console.log use state function. See here. It is returning as an array. See what is the number says 2. The first one is undefined and second one is F. What is the F? If I click on this, is first 0 parameter is called undefined and second parameter is called a function. If you move your mouse there, it's called as a function. So use state function will return you 2 parameter. First one is called variable name and second one is function name. So variable name, it says like you can create your own variable and you can create your own function, but use state is going to return you every time 2 things. The first parameter is a variable, your own variable, and second parameter is a function, your own function. Now how that works? See here, how many parameter? Only 2 parameter. Only 2 parameter. So now I am going here and trying to write a line saying like a const the use state has given how many values? 2 value. First one was variable and second one was function. Variable was coming undefined because it was not available. So we wrote here a variable called counter and a second parameter called update counter. What is the function name? 2 function. First function is 2 parameter. First parameter is called a variable and second parameter called a function. So under the counter variable, if you want to do anything, you cannot do directly. You have to do with the help of this function, update counter. See, variable name and function name can be anything. The first can be x and second can be y. Okay, but whenever you write a function name and variable name, you have to give with a proper name so that you will understand, oh, this is the variable, this is the function. Now let me come here. Use state. Use state. So use state was giving how many parameter? 2. Now from the use state, whichever the content will come, so how many content will come? 2 content will come. First as a variable that will go to the counter, and second as a function that will go to the update counter. Okay. Now suppose for this counter variable you want to give some default value. Maybe example, you want to store some default. If you don't want to store the default value, then let it be like this. One variable happen, another function happen. But if you want to store some default value, you have to pass from here by the use state function. Suppose if I give here 20, so 20 will get assigned to the counter variable. So counter variable will hold the value, update counter becomes a function, and the initial value becomes a 20. So variable name, function name, and initial value. So how to define a state variable using the functional component? 3 things is required. Number 1, your variable name. Second, function name, and third, initial value. Initial value you can set using the use state, and all should be constant. So you can see counter becomes a constant. You cannot modify the value of counter. You have to take the help from the update counter, then only you can modify that. Come down, print the counter directly. You are not going to use this dot state dot something. Okay, directly variable becomes a constant now. H1 print here directly counter variable hope you are ready. What is the value? 20 should come in your browser directly. See there. Saying default value is 20. It is coming from which variable? Counter variable. But if you want to change the value of counter, you cannot change it directly because it is a constant. You can see it's a constant. Constant variable you can't modify directly. You have to call the hooks function only, then only you can modify the constant variable. Okay, so to modify that, now let's go here, write a function button, click to plus by 10. Click to plus by 10. Right here, class name equal to btn hyphen danger and btn hyphen lg. btn danger, btn lg. btn danger, btn lg. Now on the click of that, on the click of that, Click of that, you will call a function. On click, call a function. On click, call a function directly one. No need to call this dot particular because it is not a class, it is a function. So directly we can call the variable name. Function one. Now go here, write a function one. It should start with a const. Function one equal to fat arrow method. Come inside. And since you want to update the value of counter, you can't update directly. You have to call their function. Which function? Update counter will say counter plus 10. Simple. No need to write here there directly. If you call counter plus 10 with the help of update counter, the value will get changed easily. Please check that. Hope it should work. It should look little easier than class component, but we must work on class component before going to the functional component. You will have many idea on that. Functional component, you understood this line directly because you are coming from the class component. If you come directly here, this line will become dangerous. We will understand, you will not understand what is happening. So before coming to the hot tea directly, we need to have little hot water. So class component is nothing but directly little hot water. After that, you will have a tea. Then your tongues will not feel surprise. It will feel like, oh, something it was happening. It's little hard. Okay, so this is like a what? Little complex but easy. Okay. When you see directly, you will feel complex, but if you understand, you will feel a lot of easiness in that. See here, when we click happening, in class component, we have to write the render function. We have to write a constructor. We have to write this dot set state. Again, we have to call this dot state. We have to create a variable through the class set state. We have to write. But here it says like there is no set state function. You can create your own. So your own variable, your own function, but both will be derived from where? Use state. If you derive from use state, then only if we change the variable, immediately it will reflect in the browser. If you will not derive from the use state, it will not reflect in the browser. Okay, so code will be small and output will be more if we understand in proper way. Okay, so today we leave here 5-10 minutes. I have a small discussion with someone. So we will enter we enter already under the functional component. So on this functional component, we have many things, plus your entire Redux is based on functional component. So if we ignore the functional component, Redux will be surprise for you. You will feel like, okay, what is this? If you understand the functional component properly, the Redux will be too easy. Okay, so this week we have continuous classes. We don't have Saturday, Sunday holiday. We have continuous classes. Okay, so Saturday, Sunday is coming when? Saturday, Sunday, 25th. Yeah. This week, if we continue, this 10 days continuous, then we can cover entire functional component by end of this month. Okay, then see you tomorrow. Okay, sir. SRC folder I'll send you.